Hi, my name is Mahvash Kajavi Harvey. I am the author of Daylight Forever, a memoir. I want to tell you a little bit about why I wrote this book. This book is obviously my personal story of growing up in Iran. And when I was 6 years old, the Islamic Revolution of 1979 took shape in Iran. And with that brought a lot of uncertainty to everyone's life. And for my family, because of our religion being the Baha'i faith, we had all of our rights taken away. And followed by the 8-year-long war between Iran and Iraq, and eventually I made the journey across the border with the smugglers at the age of 15 by myself to Pakistan to request asylum from United Nations. Now, the reason I wrote this book is that in the recent years there has been a lot of questions about the status of the immigrants in this country, and there has been a lot of fear created around what the roles of immigrants are in this country and how it's affecting our communities. And so I'm going to read one page from the foreword of the book that tells you why I wrote the book. In 2016, when my daughter Parisa was just 12 years old, she felt for the first time the pain of prejudice and discrimination, even in the supposedly safe and progressive sanctuary city of Seattle. The kind of ignorance and fear that leads to hate. It happened in a place of learning, in her middle school. A young boy who felt emboldened and entitled by the rhetoric of the country, which had become increasingly non-welcoming, declared to his peers that there were way too many immigrants in this country, and they should all be deported. Parisa bit her tongue to keep from crying. Her mother, her aunt, her uncles, her grandparents, her family friends, they were all immigrants. With great love, my little girl stood up and asked the boy how he could say such a thing when he didn't know everyone's story. He did not have any answers. She told him, "My mother is an immigrant. You shouldn't judge immigrants. You don't know their struggles. They work hard to rebuild the lives they have left behind, and they contribute to their community." That day, when I picked her up from the bus stop, Parisa was crying. She asked me, "Mom, you should write a book. You should share your story. You should tell people who don't know about what the struggles are, what circumstances causes that people leave their family, their friends, their home, and their loved ones behind, and they immigrate." I thought about it hard because my story is not unique, but my story is horrendous. This is not a story or a life that I wish for anybody, young or old. My story is about a child who did not get to choose where she was born or raised, but suffered a lifetime of trauma, enduring an Islamic revolution and religious persecution, a long bloody war, and separation from family at a young age. But like any story, it is also one of hope. Hope for a new life. Hope for freedom and greater opportunities. The hope that we can overcome adversity and that we are more resilient than we realize. If we can hold on to hope even under the most distressing of circumstances, we hold on to a piece of ourselves. Perhaps it is a piece of our dignity, perhaps our courage, and perhaps just a small will to live. Thank you for watching.